Right now at 5, announcing a plan. Mayor Mitch Reynolds tells us what action the city of La Crosse is taking to house the unsheltered.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Amy is off. At least 130 people are homeless in the city of La Crosse. That includes about 100 people at Huska Park. At the end of next month, Huska is set to close, leaving many without a place to go. La Crosse Mayor Mitch Reynolds is unveiling a plan now for how the city will move forward. News 8 Now's Rob Romano was there for the announcement and joins us now. Good evening, Rob.
Good evening, Ken. Mayor Reynolds says the city and a variety of local organizations have developed a multi-tiered winter emergency plan to house the homeless this winter. The mayor says the plan involves maximizing shelter space, identifying day shelters, and diverting people to other indoor living options, such as helping them make arrangements with family or friends. Reynolds says the city also plans to contact local houses of worship to see if they're willing to take in any homeless people. The mayor has not ruled out issuing an emergency decree for housing purposes. He adds that he would only do this if local organizations deemed it necessary. As part of the plan, Mayor Reynolds and local organizations have called for an extension to Wisconsin's rental assistance voucher program through next spring. The mayor says some of these vouchers have already been extended for families receiving case management services related to homelessness. During the press conference earlier, Mayor Reynolds acknowledged that the city did not reach its summer goal of finding housing for at least 40 people.
We had no numeric goals. At the beginning of the summer, we said, all right, let's figure out a number. 40 individuals, 4 families. Let's go with that number. Let's get those people housed and move on. And you know, we've done some work there. 25 individuals, 3 of those families have found permanent homes. Permanent, maybe temporary.
And Mayor Reynolds adds that this winter there is, quote, very high likelihood that there will be dozens of individuals sleeping on the streets of La Crosse and in surrounding communities. He adds that our local medical centers should expect a, quote, massive influx of people at emergency departments because those people will be unsheltered this winter. When it comes to the possibility of the city using an emergency decree to house people, Mayor Reynolds said that if this ended up being the case, people would be housed at the Southside Neighborhood Center, the Northside Policing Station, and a number of other locations. Again, Mayor Reynolds says that such a decree would be a last resort and would only be done when it becomes necessary to do so. Ken, back to you. All
right, thanks very much, Rob. On October 13th, the city of La Crosse will vote on whether to buy and renovate the property at 811 Monitor Street, which is specifically to expand affordable housing. But in the event of an emergency decree, the property would likely end up being used to house the homeless. All right, time to switch gears. Let's send it over to the First Alert Media Center with Eric Dean.
Hey, good evening, Ken. Good evening, everybody. Hey, we do have some advisories on the map, so let's go ahead and hit the maps right now, shall we? First of all, we have a freeze or a frost advisory in effect for Buffalo, Trempealeau, Winona, La Crosse, Houston, Vernon County, Alameda County, over towards Crawford and Richland County. This starts at 1 a.m. and goes until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then Jackson County over towards Monroe County, Juneau County, and Adams County. You're under a freeze warning that goes into effect until tomorrow morning. So if you have any evening plans, we'll see temperatures going into the upper 40s, low 50s with mostly clear skies by the 8 o'clock hour. By the 10 o'clock hour, we'll see temperatures in the mid 40s. That trend will continue by the 11 o'clock time frame. Outside right now, hey, a beautiful fall evening across the area. We're seeing temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Take a look at the highs for today. Only made it to 61 in La Crosse. Some places didn't even hit 60s. How about 59 in Eau Claire, 58 in Sparta, 61 Boscobel, Decorah, you made it to 59 degrees. The radar scan right now shows a clean sweep, and this is going to get a break for the next several days now. Coming up in the First Alert forecast, I will have the Oktoberfest forecast, which is tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. I'm going to give you a little bit of a nice tease there. Sunny skies are in the forecast.
All right, thanks very much, Aaron.
You bet.
Well, the candidates for Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District remain at odds over having a debate. Earlier this month, Democrat Brad Pfaff challenged Republican Derek Van Orden to 3 debates across the district. Van Orden told us he would only attend town hall debates in which voters ask the questions. Democrat Pfaff says he's on board with a town hall style debate. Now this week, his campaign sent a letter to Van Orden's camp urging Van Orden to join him in 3 town hall style debates. Pfaff says Van Orden did not send a response to that letter. Van Orden's campaign says Van Orden was not available for an interview today. Instead, Van Orden's campaign sent out a press release saying he still wants a town hall style debate, but that Pfaff is manipulating the media and isn't serious about allowing voters to ask the questions. Pfaff says Van Orden is chickening out of anything that isn't a pre-scripted event.
He is afraid to speak in an unscripted manner. Everything about his campaign is pre-scripted. And the voters of this district can see through this. I just think that it's time to stand up.
Pfaff reiterated he's in favor of a town hall style debate with a journalist moderator. 2 lawsuits filed by the Republican Party of Wisconsin seek records from Governor Tony Evers' administration and Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson. The suit against Milwaukee's mayor seeks records related to a Get Out the Vote campaign. The one against Evers seeks records related to the Union Grove Veterans Home. These come the same week a conservative law firm sued the State Parole Commission, seeking a list of parole grants by the state. All of these open records lawsuits relate to issues that Republican candidates have been campaigning on for the upcoming midterm elections. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin has introduced 2 new bills aimed to help local and tribal communities tackle the opioid crisis. The first is called the Naloxone Education and Access Act. It'll increase access to overdose reversal drugs like naloxone, which are often crucial in saving lives. The second is the State Opioid Response Grant Authorization Act. Baldwin says it will help communities sustain their own abuse prevention efforts.
With state opioid response grants, local communities can build upon their existing programs that help people get treatment for drug addiction.
Nationwide drug overdose deaths increased by over 28% last year. That number could potentially climb without preventative measures. The U.S. Department of Justice is giving Viterbo a nearly $300,000 grant to help reduce violence against women. Viterbo officials say many students come to campus dealing with the aftermath of abuse, so they'll use the funds to expand support and prevention education for both students and employees. With more resources to build awareness, Viterbo says it can enhance a collaborative response program between the university, La Crosse Police, and New Horizons. Viterbo is one of 36 colleges and universities nationwide to receive this grant. Helping people work 9 to 5. It's Workplace Development Month, and the Department of Workforce Development is hosting open houses around the state. La Crosse Workforce Development Center got in on the action. Area job seekers learned about resume and skill building today. But organizers say the best thing about job centers is people can access this kind of help year-round.
One of the benefits of connecting with job centers is really having the ability to connect with a number of different services, referrals to a lot of training and other things.
The La Crosse Workforce Development Center is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. Coming up, Ein Prosit. The Festmasters Ball is underway at the La Crosse Center, and Dua Israr will join us live after the break.
The radical left hate America and riot in our streets. They indoctrinate our children to hate America, stoking fear and envy with their lies and deceptions. Their radical woke agenda and divisive politics are tearing our country apart. Here's Mandela Barnes.
Because the founder of this nation, awful.
Mandela Barnes is a radical leftist. He supports their woke agenda that's causing you and your family so much pain.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Your adventure starts here at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. We've got something for everyone. Explore hundreds of miles of off-road fun. Cap off the night with the crew by spinning up even more excitement. Or slow it down and relax. Just the 2 of you. Your adventure awaits, outdoors, indoors. Call or visit Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls today. Experience the difference. Trail Riders Package available.
The power to change your future is now. The SUVs are here. Be one of the first to drive a new Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Edge. Custom order your SUV today. Lock in 2.9% financing for 60 months, plus 500 retail order bonus cash on a new 2023 Ford Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Edge.
We're thrilled to be celebrating our first year in Onalaska with the Best of La Crosse County win. It has been such a cool experience getting to know the riders, the passionate Harley guys and gals that we get to work with every day to help grow the Harley culture. So from all of us here at the Great River Harley-Davidson, thank you for a great year.
Under Governor Evers, hard-working Wisconsin families are being left behind. We're paying more for food, gas, everything. And Tony Evers tried to make us pay even more, a 20% gas tax increase, doubling the tax on home heating bills. And while Evers puts the squeeze on us,
He wanted to give taxpayer-funded benefits to people who refuse to work. He even opposes drug testing welfare recipients. Tony Evers is leaving hard-working Wisconsin families behind.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
It is a long-standing tradition in La Crosse, choosing a Festmaster for Oktoberfest. Our own Dua Israr is live at the Festmasters Ball in the La Crosse Center, where in a few hours, this year's Festmaster will be revealed. Good evening, Dua.
Hi, Ken. I'm at La Crosse Center South Hall, where this year's Festmaster Ball is being held. Now, the Festmaster is a long-standing tradition, and it's one of the best-kept secrets in town. We won't find out who this year's Festmaster is until much later tonight, but joining me right now is Tom Tigalar, who was last year's Festmaster. Now, Tom, how are you doing?
I'm just doing excellent. I'm waiting for the new Festmaster. It'll be a pleasure to hear him announced, and I wish him all the best.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about what the role of the Festmaster is?
The role of the Festmasters represent La Crosse Oktoberfest throughout the year in the many festivals and other areas that we go. We go to the St. Paul Winter Carnival, the Aquatennial, the Canadian Festival de Voyageurs. We represent La Crosse everywhere we go.
And when will we find out about the new Festmaster?
We have a very short time. My reign is coming to an end, and it'll be a pleasure to welcome him into the new fold.
Thank you so much, Tom. Now, the Festmaster Ball has lots of German food tonight, live music, dancing. So everyone is in for lots of activities tonight as we wait to find out who the new Festmaster will be. Reporting live at the La Crosse Center, Ken, I send it back to you.
Break out the dance moves. I love it. Oh, Tom is a treasure. Thank you so much. We'll check back in with Dua and her skills there tonight at 6. Well, the Oktoberfest excitement, as you saw, certainly in the air. But if you're already planning ahead for your Maple Leaf Parade spot on Saturday, La Crosse Police wants you to hold your horses. City laws make it illegal to park vehicles, place ropes or stakes on any public right-of-way spaces at all times. You also can't put out chairs, couches, or other items on those spaces until the day of the parade. Police know anticipation for this is high, but you'll end up paying the price if you break the rule.
People get so excited for the parades that they want to put their items out early, and they just need to remember that they cannot do that until midnight prior to the parade.
You can be fined over $100 if you break the rule. So again, midnight before the parade, you can set up your spot. Now, officials also want to remind you that when the parade is over, you have to remove your items immediately. The Maple Leaf Parade is happening Saturday. WKBT, proud to bring the celebration right into your living room. Our broadcast starts at 10 in the morning. You can watch on MyTV, which is channel 8.2. On Charter, that's channel 6. You can also watch on CenturyLink, where there it is channel 10. And La Crosse PD wants to make sure you know how to stay safe while celebrating Oktoberfest. Officers will be handing out I'm at my best at Oktoberfest buttons during the Maple Leaf Parade. These will have a QR code on the back that users can scan to reach an official safety page with information on the 3rd Street aid station, parking, public transportation, as well as other safety tips.
It really allows us to kind of build a relationship with people who are here enjoying themselves. But at the same time, they can utilize the information through the QR code to be safe.
So if you don't get a limited edition button, officials have also set up banners all over the Maple Leaf Parade route with that same QR code. Kudron says officers will also be handing out business cards with that same code. Still to come, Hurricane Ian slamming the Florida coast, the catastrophic surges that those residents could face.
And in the rotor weather, we have temperatures in the 50s and 60s right now. We have a clean sweep on the radar, but we have some advisories on the map, and we'll talk about that on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Protecting your cargo is a must, because most times it's more than just cargo. It's the memories, friendships, and adventures that are built with it. The late nights and early mornings, the races and renovations. From hitches to ratchet straps and everything in between, we've got what you need to get your cargo there safely. Secure your passion with 11% off Tow Smart, Smart Straps, and Cargo Smart products at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Ron Johnson and China. Here's how it works. While in the Senate, Johnson made $57 million from a family business whose growth was directly linked to China. He invested in Chinese factories, and Johnson's family business got $50 million in loans from the Bank of China. Johnson pushed for shipping American jobs overseas while he got rich. Ron Johnson's out for himself, not us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
You heard the jingle man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBV.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
Get up and go! There's never been a better time to enjoy quality Smith Brothers sofa sectionals and chairs than right now during the annual Smith Brothers sale at Drury's in Fountain. You'll save on the latest sofa styles, stunning casual sectionals, and cozy chairs and recliners, even luxurious leather designs. Smith Brothers, made in America by skilled craftsmen dedicated to putting quality first. Plus, there's even special 24-month financing on all Smith Brothers furniture. Smith Brothers furniture at the best prices of the year, now at Drury's in Fountain.
Life without Finati's. Life with Finati's. Finati's on Main Street in La Crosse is the only place you'll find this kind of variety, including our totally scrumptious caramel apples, juicy, tart, and smothered in creamy, buttery caramel. Finati's caramel apples, yeah, they're that good. Celebrate life with Finati's in downtown La Crosse.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com. Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
Hurricane Ian flirted with Category 5 status as it made landfall on Florida's southwest coast. Officials say the whole state will see torrential rain, catastrophic storm surges, and even tornado threats. CBS's Jason Allen has more from Tampa.
Hurricane Ian has arrived on U.S. shores. A powerful, lumbering storm that's expected to batter millions in Florida. Oh! Hurricane hunters flying directly into Ian felt the storm's power, and satellite imagery shows lightning in the eye wall as Ian approached. Officials are warning of dangerous flooding and life-threatening storm surge.
Some places going to get 2 feet of rain. It's moving that slow.
Flooding began on these streets in Naples while Ian was still offshore, and downed power lines sparked this fire. Residents in the highest risk areas were warned. If they hadn't gotten out by this morning, it was too late.
I urge Floridians who have made the decision to shelter in place, to stay indoors, and stay off the roads.
But the curious came out to Tampa Bay earlier as water receded from the shoreline. It's been pushing water out of the bay. This is a swimming area usually, and right now you can walk on it.
It's like a one-in-a-lifetime thing.
These Michigan residents have never experienced a hurricane.
We see if we can get a good glimpse of anything while we're here.
But there is serious business ahead as Ian bears down. FEMA has hundreds of boots on the ground and has pre-positioned food and water supplies. Florida's governor is already forecasting a long recovery.
This is not just a 48-hour ordeal. This is going to be something that is going to be there for days and weeks and months.
Ian is expected to move across central Florida and exit Daytona Beach sometime tomorrow. Jason Allen, CBS News, Tampa.
And for more on Ian's movement and a look at the skies closer to home, we turn now to First Alert meteorologist Eric Dean for a look at the forecast.
Hey, good evening, Ken. Good evening, everybody. This is the latest on Ian, and I want to give you a side note. I actually have a friend that is a reporter in Fort Myers who's in the path of this. She just messaged me and said, power is out, water is creeping past the first floor of the hotel that they're staying at, but physically everybody is good. So there's some good news there.
For sure.
So in terms of Hurricane Ian, Category 4 hurricane winds, 130 miles per hour. This is 15 miles east-northeast of Punta Gorda, Florida. This is moving north-northeast at 8 miles per hour. And you can see the latest storm track now, how it's going to go to Category 1 and push right through Florida. Then it will make its way as a tropical storm, making landfall near Charleston before it becomes a low-pressure system and goes up into portions of the Carolinas. So again, a very scary situation there. Now, bringing it closer to home, we have 2 advisories. Frost advisory in effect for Buffalo, Trempealeau, Winona, La Crosse, Houston, Vernon, Allamakee, Crawford, as well as Richland County. This starts at 1 a.m. and goes until 8 o'clock in the morning. The area is shaded in light blue, so Jackson County, Monroe County, Juneau, and Adams County. You guys are under a freeze warning, and here's why. Take a look here at the temp tracker. We'll start the clock in the evening and overnight hours. Some places could see temperatures in the upper 20s to low 30s, especially towards the Black River Falls area, Volk Field area. As we take a look here at 7 a.m. when you wake up in the morning, temperatures will be right around 31 degrees. We'll go back into the 50s as we go into the afternoon and early evening hours before we go back into the low to mid 60s by about the 4 o'clock time frame. So the bottom line, freeze warning. Cover your plants, let the faucets drip, bring those pets inside. If you're under the frost advisory, pretty much the same thing. Just bring in the potted plants, cover your sensitive plants, and again, check on your pets. Outside right now, we have sunny skies out there. 60 degrees is the current temperature. Humidity is at 39% with a nice calm wind. Other temperatures across the area in the upper 50s. 59 in Eau Claire, 59 Black River Falls, 59 in Sparta, 57 Viroqua, 59 is the current temperature in Boscobel. So we take a look at the radar scan. We have a clean sweep across the area. High pressure is large and in charge, and it's going to stay this way as we go into the next several days, with abundant sunshine being the rule. So like I said earlier, when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 20s and 30s will greet you. Low 30s towards Black River Falls, 31 in Sparta, 31 in Volk Field, 35 in Viroqua, 33 in Boscobel. Take a look here at the balance of your 8-day, because we're going to 65 on Thursday. Oktoberfest weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 69 for Friday, 71 for Saturday. We stay in the low 70s for Sunday and Monday. Then we cool off again and increase precip chances as we go into Wednesday with highs in the mid 60s. And then we'll see a high of 64 as we go into Thursday.
All right, but very blessed for Oktoberfest weekend, it looks like, for sure.
Yes, we are.
Thanks very much, Eric. Coming up after the break, excellence in education. The area school that's being honored for its standout work each and every day.
Thursday on News 8 Now this morning, hospital food rarely seems appetizing, but one hospital thinks it found a way to change that to the point where they have people coming to the hospital just for the food. And with car thefts on the rise, a former police officer created a device that helps keep your car safely secured. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a great Wednesday night. More News 8 Now is coming up after the break.
CityCam 8 is brought to you by The Board Store. Ever wonder what a bath remodel would do for your soul? Rejoice! The Board Store can help you find that joy with a new tub or shower or a complete bath remodel. Call or visit today.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, now during truck season, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward a new Chevy truck with accessories. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Ron Johnson's at it again, lying about my taxes. Let's be clear, my taxes are paid in full, but there were times I was getting by on peanut butter sandwiches. And that's why I support a tax cut for the middle class. Put more money in your pockets, because I know how hard you work. But Johnson used his Senate seat to write a loophole that gave huge tax cuts to himself and his biggest donors, leaving us with crumbs. And that's how we get left behind. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
It's Carl's Red Tag Sale Time. And you know what that means. Save up to 55% on floor displays, one of a kind, and scratch and dent major appliances. Save up to 40% on clearance TV display models. Save up to $500 on your outdoor cooking solutions. Save on entertainment stands, motion furniture, and mattresses. Dad's just getting started.
Look for the red tag. Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Goodwill starts with you when you shop the original Halloween headquarters. This season, as you get ready to open your door to mummies, princesses, and never-before-seen characters, shop Goodwill for great deals on one-of-a-kind Halloween costumes, decor, and more. Perfect for any ghoulish gathering. It's your purchases that also open doors to job training and opportunities, all while keeping items out of the landfill, making you a superhero to neighbors in our community. Goodwill starts with you.
Only we're with Leanne Rhymes and Eddie Cibrian talking about their wild new collab.
I said, take your clothes off.
I do that a lot.
Next ET.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
Looks like celebration is in order for a school in Holman. View Elementary is a Blue Ribbon Award winner, which means they provide exemplary education to their students. The school celebrated with a blue ribbon cutting ceremony and some guest speakers. Teachers are excited about this award. Say it shows how great the student body is at Prairie View.
It just goes to show like how dedicated the staff is here, how dedicated the students are to learning, and just the amazing collaboration we have here.
Staff say that Prairie View Elementary was one of 8 Wisconsin schools to receive the national award. Congrats to them. We'll have a look at what's coming up at 6, and Eric will have another look at tonight's forecast right after this.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, you know we have the products you need to grow a great garden. So right now, save on fall canning and preserving supplies to enjoy your homegrown harvest all year long. Like half off our entire stock of Country Classics 12-count canning jars. 6-piece Norpro canning sets, just $9.99. Save 20% on Roots and Harvest canning jar safe crates. Plus, knock out fall projects with Valspar Medallion paint starting at $39.99.
Violent crime up across Wisconsin. Families nervous about their safety. Yet Mandela Barnes called for releasing half of Wisconsin's jailed inmates. That would mean releasing over 10,000 criminals right into our neighborhoods. 10,000 reasons your family would be in more danger. Barnes also supported defunding the police. 10,000 more criminals with fewer police to protect us. What could go wrong? Wisconsin Truth Bank is responsible for the content of this advertising.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
I'm gonna get you! Stop chasing your sister!
Making things better is kind of your thing.
Fire it up. There you go, good.
But when Medicare has you stumped, it's hard to know how to make it better.
Maybe I can help.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need from a Medicare plan. Everything you expect from a good neighbor.
Meet Brad Paff. He never had a job outside of politics. Seriously. He hung around long enough to climb that political ladder. He'll never fix Washington. He won't even try. Me? I spent 26 years fighting for our country. I served as a Navy SEAL, and I know how to get things done. I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message. Let's try something different. Let's change the people we're sending to D.C.
Coming up on News 8 Now at 6, businesses trying to recruit for their open positions are finding it to be a tough nut to crack, with more positions than there are prospective employees. But a new business says they're actually on track to reach their hiring goals before launch day. How Hy-Vee is finding that success tonight at 6.
All right, let's go ahead and break it down. Over the next 8 days, we'll see temperatures staying in the 60s and 70s with plenty of sunshine. We'll see rain chances for Wednesday. We'll see highs in the mid-60s and then 64 for next Thursday with partly cloudy skies. Oktoberfest right now, I'm giving it 2 thumbs up.
Looking real good. I wonder if Dua's been working on her dancing skills this whole time.
Maybe she can teach me a few moves.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
And thank you for joining us tonight at 5. We hope you'll join us again at 6.